Hey everyone, in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to create freckles using a brush and some custom settings. So here you can see our freckles, and I did add another whole group of that just to make it even more dramatic so you can see it a little better. And it's just going to be 3 different brushes that we're going to create, and then we will customize our settings and create some freckles. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this group. Now all of you will have these freckle templates. These are literally just little circles that I drew with a round soft brush, and I'll show you how to do that in case you want to create your own, but I also included these files in case you want to create brushes out of them for yourself. So if you want to do that, all you have to do is click on the layer, and then you're going to go to Edit, Define Brush Preset. Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. This is an important step to remember, so I'm kind of glad I did this in case anyone else does. Make sure you turn the background or any other layers off. You only want the one layer visible, and then you're going to go to Edit, Define Brush Preset. Just name it whatever you want. Click OK, and then you'll have your brush in there. And I already have these, so I'm not going to do all of them, but that's all you have to do with those to create the brush. So I'll go ahead and just delete all of that since I don't need it now. And then we're going to choose a solid color, and I like to have a little bit of tone. Typically it's going to be a warmer tone that you're going to find in freckles. So I'm going to do maybe something like this for now, and then I can change it later if I need to. So I'll just invert that and make a couple copies. You can name these Freckles 1, 2, 3 or whatever you like. All right, so let's go ahead and grab one of those freckle brushes. So I'm going to start with this first one here, and I'll make it a little larger so you can see. So we're going to go to Window and Brush Settings, and I'm just going to space this out about like that. And then we'll go to Shape Dynamics, and we're going to bring the size jitter all the way up as well as the angle jitter. And then we'll go to our scattering and we'll bring this up. And I'll click on both axes. And then we're going to go to transfer, and you just want about 50% on your opacity. And then I like to keep my flow jitter pretty high like that. And while we're here, we can go ahead and just test it out. Okay, so that's way too much spacing. So we'll go back to the brush tip shape, bring down that spacing. I'm going to go back to the scattering and scatter it a bit more. All right, so I'll go ahead and get rid of that. And for this one, I'm going to use this one as a very small, really close together layer of freckles. Now don't worry if it looks really crazy, because with this layer, this one's going to be really, really low in the opacity. So we will barely even see this one. I'm going to go ahead and lower my flow as I get up here. I'm trying to keep it just on her skin, but you can always just brush that off with a hard brush. I think I want this a little bit warmer, so I'm gonna bring it up like this. Maybe like that. And then, like I said, I'm gonna lower the opacity way down on this layer. So that one's super subtle. Then we'll come to the next layer and grab another brush. And we're basically going to put the same settings on these. So you just want to start with the brush tip shape. Go ahead and space it out. Go to your Shape Dynamics and bring the size and angle all the way up. Scatter it, both axes, and then click on your transfer. And then I always just like to test it out. So I think with this, I want a little more spacing and a little more scattering. Okay, that's better. So I'm going to start over. And again, I think this is a little too dark. try something like that. I'm going to bring the flow up on my brush a little. Alright, and then with this layer, I'm going to blur it just a little. So we're going to go to Filter, Blur, and Gaussian Blur. Convert it to a smart object. I think I'll go to 0.5. And then we'll move on to our last one here. Okay, and again, I'm going to adjust the color for this one. I might be going a little overboard. But I'm having fun, so that's all that matters. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and merge all of these together. So I'm on the top layer and I'm going to hold down the shift key and click until they're all highlighted, and Control or Command E to merge it. And then underneath that layer, I'm going to add a solid color layer. And I'm not quite sure what color, well, I know what tone I want, but I'm not sure exactly what color we're going to choose. So I'm just choosing something in this tone for now. And then I'm going to set that to soft light and lower the opacity and just get a regular soft round brush. And I just want to add a little bit of color underneath these freckles. Might be a little much up here. Alright, and then back to the freckle layer, we're going to double click over here to the right of the layer to bring up the layer styles. I'm going to hold down the Alt or Option to split these handlebars, and I'm just going to bring the slider over a little as well as the one down here. You can fade them out to your preference, so if you just want it really subtle like this, you can go all the way down, you know, whatever you like. Actually, that looks pretty good like that, but I'm going to keep it a little more dramatic for this tutorial. And then we'll split this one apart. We're just blending the freckles into the highlights and shadows, so that's why I'm using each handlebar. Maybe about right there. Alright, so go ahead and group this and we can have a look at the before and after of our freckles. And that was just a super quick pass through, but you can definitely take your time. You can use even more brushes. You can create your own more. Oh, don't think I even showed you how to create the brush. I literally just, like I said, used the soft round brush with a low opacity and flow, and I just created like a shape, and then go back in, maybe make it a little bit darker in certain areas, and I mean that's literally it. And then I put a white background underneath, so to do that I just put a blank layer, then I get my marquee tool, create that shape behind there, right click and fill it with white. And then, like I said before, make sure everything else is turned off. And then you can edit and define the brush preset like that. So if you want to make some more on your own, that's how you can do that. But other than that, that's our quick and easy way to create freckles. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and thanks for watching.